I know I myself definitely thought sorority life was something very different than what it has actually turned out to be for me. So I just think it's amazing that it really is something that you have to experience firsthand to know how amazing it is.
Amazing Things presents Tri Sigma.
Before I came in, I didn't have very many friends, and I didn't really know what to do with myself, and I wasn't sure if Northwest was the school for me. And then joining Tri Sigma, it gave me something to do, and it gave me a place at Northwest. I was a spring member, so I joined in the spring of my freshman year, and then in the fall of my sophomore year, I became the chapter president. And becoming the chapter president, it's moved me to push myself farther, and it's stressed me out a lot, but it's really made me a better person, and it has empowered me more to become that leader that I try so hard to be in my everyday life. Before I was the chapter president, I had my main friends, and I had the girls that I talked to every single day. Becoming the chapter president, I really had to push myself out of that comfort zone, and I have to make myself available to every girl in the chapter, and I have to be there for them no matter what's going on in their lives. And that's really helped me because I feel as though I've found new friends and found new sisters that I really do click with, and that was one of the best parts of becoming the chapter president.
I transferred to Northwest last year, so where I came from, it just wasn't really working out for me. So once I got to Northwest, I just decided to get as involved on campus as I could, and joining Tri Sigma has just helped me in doing other things besides being in a sorority, and it's helped me realize what I want to do in life and where I'll see myself after graduation.
I joined Tri Sigma because going through the recruitment process, I felt like that was just a chapter that every time I walked in the room, I felt welcome. I felt like I wasn't being judged. I felt like I wasn't expected to be something that I was not. It was definitely somewhere where I felt like I was at home.
Being in a sorority is kind of like a family because sometimes we fight, sometimes we bicker, but at the end of the day, we're all still in the organization for most of the same reasons. And it's just a really neat feeling to know that no matter how mad someone is at you for the duration of the day, the next day, you should be able to talk it through and know that they're still going to be there for you because that's what this organization is about.
Being part of sorority is awesome because you have that support system that's just there for you 24/7, and I really mean 24/7. If I were to wake either of my roommates up at like 3 in the morning because I needed them, they'd be there in an instant, and I could honestly say that for any other person in the chapter. So definitely, coming to college, you face all these new challenges. You're put in situations you've never been put in before. It's really awesome to know that you will always have those people that'll be there for you no matter what time of the day it is. It definitely feels like a family, like it feels like being a part of a big family, especially living in Alberta when you're just all right down the hall from each other. It's amazing to just be able to walk down the hall and walk into any room and immediately be able to just start conversations, sit on the couch, do whatever you want, and it feels like home. You never feel like you're out of place, and that's something that I really like about it.
The whole sorority itself is a family. It's a giant family. We do everything together. We eat lunch together. We eat dinner together. We live together. Some of us on and off campus, we all live together. It's we meet each other every single Tuesday. We have our chapter meetings, and it's just a time where we all get together and we talk about what's going on that week. It's kind of like a family dinner almost for us. So I really feel like, just like my family at home, my sorority sisters here are family members to me.
I personally don't believe that sorority girls buy their friends because we do so much more than just hang out with each other. We obviously hang out with each other. We go and do things together. We travel places together. But we also do our philanthropy events, and we go beyond just hanging out, as sometimes like movies and popular culture makes it seem like all we do is sit around and talk. But I mean, we do that, but it's a little more than that. So it helps you grow as a person and makes you realize what is truly important in life.
We always joke about it. We always say, oh yeah, we have to buy our friends. But in all reality, that's not the way it works, because I feel like even as though after girls are alumni or after girls have dropped our sorority, we still keep in contact with them. The bill that I pay every month has nothing to do with the friendships that I've made in this sorority. The girls that look out for me and the girls that are my support system, I don't pay for. They're just there for me.
You're not paying for your friends, you're paying for the experiences that you get to do with all these new friends that you make. So we all joined Tri Sigma, you all join a sorority because you have similar values. So I'm not friends with them because they're paying the bill like I am. I'm friends with them because they share the values that I do, they share the ideals that I do, and then it's just so happens that we all pool our money together and get to do some really cool stuff together.
Oh, I think we all define the stereotypes of what they are. We have girls of all different shapes, sizes, ethnicities, everything. We pride ourselves on being a diverse chapter and taking girls into our chapter because of their personality and because of the values that we see into them. We don't take them just because they'll look good on our Instagram page.
We defy stereotypes because we look out for each other. If we know someone's in danger, we try to help them as soon as we can in the best way possible. We really try to focus on being there for each other, and it's just really awesome to see 90 plus girls being like, hey, if you need anything, let me know. If you took this class and need help, I can help you in it because I took it. Like, we are just there for each other as much as we can be.
We definitely break the stereotype. We aren't like it is in the movies. We're really close. We do a lot with our philanthropies, a lot for foundation, a lot to just try our best to do whatever we can to make our community better, and I think that's something that brings us together. I think it's really cool.
So I am the philanthropy chair, and I am in charge of organizing the events that we do as a chapter in order to raise awareness for certain causes, such as Karen Hawkins Week. Our local philanthropy is the Children and Family Center of Northwest Missouri, so we raise awareness for them while also keeping the memory of our fallen sister alive.
Karen was a sister of ours in the 90s, and she was a victim of domestic abuse. So right now we're working on advocating for her and putting on a memory for her. And we spend a lot of time explaining what domestic abuse is and explaining how to get away from it and how to, the resources that we have on campus here to help if someone is going through that.
Well, we have 2 national philanthropies in addition to the Karen Hawkins, and both of our national philanthropies are united by this motto called Sigma Serves Children. So the thing is really cool. We always try and all of our proceeds, all of the efforts that we put towards go back to children in some way. So we raise money for children's play therapy, which is for kids who have been hospitalized for really long periods of time. They go in and do educational programming with them and games and give them toys and stuff to kind of help them still feel like a kid even though they've been in a hospital for a long time. And then we actually just recently partnered with March of Dimes in 2016, which we help fund research to prevent premature births. So that's really cool.
The women in Tri Sigma do things every single day that make me feel empowered. We always are building each other up, and we're always giving each other that little extra boost that we really need to make us feel empowered every day.
I have felt so empowered through joining the sorority because everybody that I am close with helps me to be a better person, and even those that I'm not close with will be like, hey, you did really good doing insert thing here, and it just really helps me to want to be better and to do better because I know that there's younger members looking out for me, but also there's older members who want to see me exceed as well. So
it's really given me a support system. All the girls, like the older members and things, have already gone through a lot of the things that I went through as a freshman, and they're there to support you and help you, and they give you kind of the roadmap of how to run through college and how to do certain things and what to do and what not to do, so that's super helpful.
I think that the term "nevertheless she persisted" applies to myself personally because I've been thrown through a lot of loops in the past couple months, and my sisters have been there for me to help me and tell me that everything's going to be okay, we'll get it figured out. They've assisted me in trying to get everything figured out, so no matter how hard times get, it's important to remember that we are always there for each other and we just keep going no matter how hard life gets.
I feel like in our chapter there's a lot of things that could pull us down and make us feel as though there's no reason to be in this sorority, but I feel like all of our sisters together, we really build each other up and we give each other the reasons why we should persist and stay in the chapter and move through college and stay in college and work through everything that's going on in our lives.
I definitely think all sororities, as a whole, we always have to be persistent, like you said, fighting that stereotype, because we really do some amazing things for our chapter, and it really is a big family, and there's just so many amazing positive things that contributes to so many people's lives, and a lot of time that's kind of overshadowed by, negative things you see in the media or perceptions that movies have given to Greek life. So I definitely think that we persist every single day to try and strive to be the best we can be, and not only do our best, but portray our best to the rest of the community.